I want to second take this shit. So, you know, y'all have told me my whole life that I'm crazy and all that, and I've been medicated my whole life to deal with y'all's shit and your abuse in school, which I've made some other videos about. But I find it interesting that at 45 years old, I finally managed to go off the medication where I saved up 2.5 years of medication, stopped seeing my doctor, went slowly working myself off the medication, and I actually experienced the schizophrenia chemical imbalance minus the audible and visual distortions, meaning that I don't see or hear things. It's the associative network of memories, whatever. But it's a real thing, it's schizophrenia. But you know, like, my whole life, I was in diapers this tall. I remember y'all messing with me and certain people not letting me have any friends in the neighborhood when I was still in diapers and all that. And y'all just abused me my whole life. But you know, like, now it's like, I'm 46 years old and been around the block. I have lived with people who I've moved in with and they've stole all my stuff and kicked me out on the street, told me that if I didn't leave, that they would call the police and have me thrown in jail. So I've had a lot of fun with y'all's abuse. But the thing that interests me is like I said, I actually went off the medication slowly, never went into withdrawals from the medication, which is psychosis, which you will be Baker acted, Marchman acted, or ex parte, because you are in withdrawals psychologically from psychotropics. So I didn't do that, and I actually got to see what schizophrenia was for the first time in my life, around 45 years old. Did the working myself down off the medication for 2.5 years. Decided it wasn't for me. Schizophrenia is not for me. Give me the medication. The reason it wasn't for me is because I would talk to people. I lived adjacent to the ghetto, so I would see junkies, drug dealers, all of it, you know, and have to deal with all that. And you see, the thing is I started with in the chemical imbalance that is schizophrenia. I started really focusing on y'all. And people's nature, like how they'll be talking about something serious that they really shouldn't have a smile on their face about, but for some reason there's a smile on their face, and it's a pretty sick topic. So, you know, like, I would talk to people in the neighborhood or wherever occasionally, and I would sit there and think about it for 2 days, how fucked up they were, how they are talking to me and retaining information and making facial expressions that are inappropriate based on what's being talked about. And I just really started thinking that you people who are normal, you're kind of sick in the head. You know, like, you told me that something's wrong with me my whole life. And I actually, you know, find a way off the medication where I can experience schizophrenia, and my sum of what I took out of it stuck with me. You know, when you stop taking the medicine 18 times, you end up locked up in there, you refuse to take the medication, so you sit there for a month and a half, you finally give in and take it, and the doctors or the nurse practitioner or whoever say, you know, Matthew, you know, you could run into a situation where you could think that you need to defend yourself, but you don't need to, and you could hurt someone. You know, these are things you need to think about for reasons to take the medication. What they don't tell you is that, you know, you stop taking the medication, you see the world a certain way, and you will not come back from that, or you might not come back from that or ever be the same. They need to be telling people that shit, but they don't. Let them find out the hard way, I guess. But you know, like, I lived in a naive world for a long time until I went off the medication at 45, 44, whatever it was that I did this 2.5 year period thing. I was naive, man. It was like the medicine made me ignorant. Ignorance is bliss, you know. It put me in a place that I couldn't, I don't know what it was. But after experiencing the chemical imbalance, I see the world differently. Like, you know, my whole life, church, whatever, you know, schizophrenics are supposed to believe like demons and people from other worlds and da-da-da-da-da. No, I really now, like, I look at y'all, normal people, everyday people, like, y'all look like the damn demons. Like, really, the way y'all behave and treat each other, go around polluting the planet and all that, and wrecking everything, and everything that's going on with the weather, and the Republicans saying, oh, it's going to be okay, don't worry, we'll have this little cold phase and it'll taper out. Let's not talk about all the death and destruction that's happening right now from it. Y'all are, you know, y'all do that shit, and you know, it's crazy, man, and since then, it's been about 2 years now, I guess, since I've been back on the medication, willingly, for the most part, except for them telling me that, you know, I tried to get on a new medication. This medication makes my rectum bleed when I wipe. So I started taking a race tam, and something that you need to take with the race tam is CDP choline. I think I said it right. Something that's in meat. And it actually made the bleeding stop, so I can wipe myself and not bleed anymore from the medication, which I've been dealing with for 14 years. But so I got the bleeding thing taken care of, the sedation thing. But you know what? You all are crazy. I sit there and watch you all, normies, sit there and you'll have a solution in your hand. A solution will literally be given to you that is functioning and going to work. And I'll see you all take that and try and put it on what you're supposed to put it on, and not know how to work it, and get upset, throw it down, you know, make another one when the first one would have worked fine, you know. But I'm not going to say anything because, you know, you're already upset and you threw something down that was going to work. You just couldn't see it, you know, shit like that. And you know, it's like this guy Mark, you know, I have schizophrenia, and he would do these things at work where when no one else was around but me and him, and one day he got shitty with me over a breaker. Basically, there was a breaker, another breaker, and the circuit would have been overloaded if I thought that it was wired the way it was, and it's something that I was trying to address that we needed to take care of. If it was a problem, I just didn't know. He got shitty with me, and I guess he was having a bad day, whatever, but at that point I had been dealing with his shit for months, letting him kind of dictate to me and just letting him get away with it, being passive. But he got shitty with me over a real problem. You know, people's shit can break because of this not being right. Like, it can burn shit out in their RV. And anyways, so after that, he kind of got aggressive with me. Well, fucking when I went to grab a rake and pushed and pulled a rake towards my hand, and created these situations. And then I would call him out on it to the boss, and I went above my supervisor's head, and he got mad about that. But anyways, it boils down to a situation where this guy Mark, he disrespected me, and then after that I called him out on 3 things he did, and he said I was a liar. You know, that in my mind that's discrimination, okay? Like, but the same guy that told everybody else I was lying, told my supervisor or whoever, you know, this guy, so this stump breaks a pipe, same guy, and, you know, I go dig it out, we take turns digging it out, whatever, and we get to the point, the guy the supervisor sends us over to go fix this pipe, and I'm sitting here watching Mark. You know, I don't want to be the asshole with the solutions all the time, you know, so I just let him try and figure it out, and I see what he's going to do, after standing there watching fucking with it way too long. And he's gonna put the pipe coupling in the wrong direction where the root's gonna interfere with it getting into the other pipe. And I see that he's gonna do that, and I'm like, you probably want to turn it the other way so the root doesn't get in the way and you can actually get the pipe in the neck and they're good and not bend it and it not fit in the coupling all the way. He fucking takes the glue and sticks it on the fucking thing and leaves it pointed the wrong way and then fights getting the other end of the pipe around the fucking root. Like, this guy is trying to make me look like a lion sack of shit when he's the lion sack of shit. He can't even put a fucking pipe together right. He gets told to go fix a water sprinkler that someone broke over. He spends 3 hours looking for the valve to turn the water on to flush the pipe out of it. You know what you do? So you don't waste 3 hours looking for a valve? You fucking fix the pipe like you were told to, fill the hole in, leave the sprinkler head off the pipe so the next season when you have to turn the water on and actually find the pipe, find the water faucet that turns the water on, you'll spit out the top, the pipe will be flushed. Oh yeah, I need to put that back on there, we didn't know where it was. He wasted 4 fucking hours, fucking capped the pipe underground in the end of it, buried the fucking hole, and didn't do anything. It's like, I'm just saying, like, y'all have been criticizing me my whole life, telling me I'm fucked up. I've had people beat the shit out of me, which I've talked about in other videos and how that went. And then I sit here, 46 years old, watching y'all look stupid. Like, can't even figure out how to work shit. Someone says something to you when they see that you're going to do it a way that's not going to freaking go together easy, may not even stay together, and you just fuck it, and you glue it, and you stick it in a way that it might not want, want to do it that way, there's a root in the way, and then the root's a problem when you go to do the other end. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Seriously. Like, you guys have been criticizing me and beating me up and fucking spitting in my faces, fucking dunking my head in the toilet, fucking trying to get me to fucking get a girl to fucking meet me somewhere and then try and beat the shit out of me in the middle of nowhere. Like, y'all are fucking sick in the head. Y'all can't even figure out how to do basic simple shit. And then when someone tells you that you might want to do it this way when you're about to do it the wrong way, you do it the way that you're told that you said you probably shouldn't have by the crazy fucking retard that's schizophrenic, and do it the wrong way and make a bigger pain in the ass, which it might not even stay sealed for very long. Like, I just gotta say, like, y'all have been beating the shit out of me since my earliest memories of diapers, and y'all can't even fucking do shit. You can't figure shit out. And then when someone tries to correct you when you're about to make the mistake, after you fuck with it for 10 minutes, which was unnecessary, and you do it the way that someone tells you not to, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Seriously. I mean, y'all been telling me there's something wrong with me my whole life, but y'all can't even do anything. And then when someone tries to tell you you're going to do it wrong, you fucking go and do it the way they told you not to, and then fight with it because you didn't listen. I'm really beginning to wonder, am I fucked up or y'all fucked up? I mean, because if I look at the situation and what I've just explained here, discrimination trying to make me look like I'm a crazy lion sack of shit, when you're the fucking liar, and y'all can't even figure out how to do shit, and I try and tell you you're going to do it wrong, and you do it the way, because you were going to do it that way, and you know best, and then you sit there and fight with it, y'all fucking look like retards, really. Memories of fucking diapers of you all fucking with me, not letting me have any friends in the neighborhood. This fucking guy with the fucking lion at work and the fucking pipe dude, I can only imagine the shit he's talked about me in the neighborhood to these people around here where we live. I ain't fucking stupid. And you know something else? I was so smart. I was so fucking smart about his ass that I wore a camera around my chest, around my neck. And you know what happened a few weeks later after I quit because they told me I couldn't have my camera, and I got tired of fucking him fucking off and me doing all the hard work while he's fucking off? He actually choked his roommate. So me putting that camera on and everybody looking at me weird around here, I did it with good cause because he choked his fucking roommate. And people saw it. And I'm supposed to be the fucking retard. I was smart enough to wear the camera because of the fucker. He ends up choking his roommate out 2-3 weeks after I quit. Man, y'all are starting to look stupid, and you know what? Really, like the doctors and the psychologists say. They say that Trump is incompetent, and all his followers, there's something wrong with them too. Something wrong with them too. Y'all can't even figure out basic shit.